So, you want to build a nuclear bomb? Okay, maybe you don't, but let's imagine you're a country. You're looking around at the world's cool kids club, the US, Russia,
China,
and you see they all have the ultimate security guarantee, a nuclear arsenal. And you think, hey, we're a smart, modern country. How hard could it be to get one of those? Well, it turns out it's less like a science project and more like trying to beat the world's hardest video game, where every level is designed to make you fail. Today, we're breaking down the 5 impossible levels of building a nuclear bomb.
Level 1.
The shopping list. First up, you need the right ingredients. And this is the deadliest shopping list on Earth. You have 2 main choices, uranium or plutonium. The problem with uranium is that the universe has played a cruel trick on you. Natural uranium is mostly made of a boring, useless isotope called U-238. The stuff you need, the rockstar isotope that actually goes boom, is U-235. And for every 1,000 uranium atoms, only about 7 are the magic ones you need. So you can't just dig it up. You have to separate the rock stars from the boring cousins. We'll get to that nightmare in a second. Your other option is plutonium. This stuff is even rarer. It barely exists in nature. It's a synthetic lab-grown element that you can only create inside a nuclear reactor. So you can't buy this stuff. You can't find it. You have to make it.
Level 2.
The world's worst factory. Making bomb fuel is a mind-bogglingly difficult industrial puzzle. To get that special uranium-235, you have to build something called an enrichment facility. Think of it like this. Someone gives you a haystack the size of a mountain and tells you to find the 7 special needles hidden inside. Now do that millions of times. That's what a centrifuge cascade does. Thousands of tubes spinning faster than a jet engine, slowly separating atoms by a microscopic difference in weight. Building this facility costs billions of dollars and uses so much electricity, your country's power grid will scream for mercy. You build a nuclear reactor, your nuclear furnace, to cook uranium-238 and transform some of it into plutonium. Then, you have to build another highly dangerous chemical plant to separate out those tiny specks of plutonium from the lethally radioactive spent fuel. Either way, you're building a secret industrial city that costs a fortune, which brings us to level 3.
Level 3.
The Global Neighborhood Watch. You can't keep a project this big a secret. The world has eyes and ears everywhere. Satellites are the paparazzi in space. They see new buildings. They see the heat coming off your secret factory. Intelligence agencies are listening to your communications. Spies are on the ground. They will find out. And when they do, the world puts you in timeout, a global ghosting. This is called economic sanctions. They unplug you from the world's ATM, the international banking system. Your leaders' foreign bank accounts are frozen. Other countries are forbidden from buying your stuff, whether it's oil, cars, or coffee. Suddenly, the price of bread skyrockets, and your people are suffering, all because of your secret project. This is when the global nuclear referees show up, the IAEA. They knock on your door and say, "Can we have a look?"
Level 4. Get
the rule book. There's an actual rule book for this stuff. It's called the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, NPT. Over 190 countries have signed it. It's basically a global pinky promise with 2 simple parts. If you don't have nukes, you promise not to build them. In return, the countries that do have them promise to work towards getting rid of theirs and, crucially, to help you with peaceful nuclear energy. It's a pretty good deal. If you break that promise, you become the villain of the season. You're not just a country with a secret project, you're an international outlaw.
Level 5.
Final boss, building the gadget. But let's say you do it all. You've spent a fortune. Your country is an economic ruin. Everyone hates you. But you have a soccer ball-sized chunk of plutonium. You still have to build the bomb itself. This is the final boss fight. Modern nuclear bombs use an implosion design. Imagine trying to crush a grapefruit into a perfect sphere the size of a marble using dynamite. And the dynamite has to be arranged in a perfect sphere and detonated from all sides at the exact same time. How exact? The timing has to be perfect down to the nanosecond, a billionth of a second. If you get it wrong, you don't get a mushroom cloud. You get a fizzle. A very expensive, very radioactive firecracker, and while you're trying to solve this impossible physics problem, you can bet other countries are actively trying to sabotage you with spies and cyber attacks, like the famous Stuxnet that physically destroyed Iran's centrifuges. So, building a nuclear bomb is less like a science project and more like trying to win an impossible video game. The shopping list is impossible. The factory costs a fortune. The global neighborhood watch will catch you. The rulebook will make you an outcast, and the final boss is a physics nightmare. That's why, even for an entire country, it's not something you can just do. It's a political and economic game more than a scientific one. And the price of playing is almost always too high.